Hello and welcome to Some Guys Talking. I'm Tyler the Collector.
And I'm Aviary Law.
How's it going?
It's going good. Is it hard sometimes for you not to say I'm Tyler? You know, like go
yeah,
back to the old
I
school?
almost did it. Did it.
Tyler the Collector is way better. You should change your last name.
To the?
Yeah, to the Collector.
Okay.
I wish he introduced himself like that to people he meets.
You should
In
at
real
toy
life.
shows. Be like, hey, how's it going? I'm Tyler the Collector.
Yeah, but then it's
Get a card with.
they're like, "Fuck you, get away from me."
What happens is you'll get really called out. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you collect things. Huh?
Oh,
Let's
so,
talk about
so
it.
you like things?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, and it's like, oh no.
Figured.
I can scratch the surface on Funkos and
Yeah.
wrestler guys, but other than that, I don't have a clue.
Pitter patter. All right, that reference would be so much better if you guys actually watched Letterkenny.
Like I said, we watched a good 5 minutes of the first episode by mistake.
It's not enough.
It's just too adult. We got kids that just like spending time with us. Go figure, right?
Then your kid play GTA.
It's not the
not-
old one.
Yeah, he doesn't spend time with us. It's the young one.
Oh, okay.
Because he's too busy up there playing GTA. I overheard. So this is something that I don't think our generation growing up had as like a potential issue. But I was walking by his room, and he spends a lot of time with headphones on.
Yeah, so he doesn't know how loud he is.
Yeah, and he's yelling and saying things that I just pop open the door. I'm like, I can hear you. Cut that out.
Was it cursing?
He doesn't curse.
Yeah.
But it's like, he has a little wiener and stuff like that.
Oh my god.
And it's like, dude, I can hear
Hey,
you.
what the fuck you playing?
They were playing
Leisure Suit Larry?
Red Dead.
Oh.
So I don't know if that's just like trash
The
talk.
horse, maybe?
It could have been.
Yeah, it might have been cold outside.
Yeah.
The balls retract, in case
Yep.
you didn't know. Realism.
Hashtag realism.
Hashtag realism.
I'm disgusted.
Do you want to get into the official draft results
The official draft results from the Twitter poll.
from the Twitter poll of 1990
Music.
hit singles?
Yep. Well, not, yeah. What is it? What we got? Oh, we should see how many votes do we have? Do you know?
19 or 20? No, it was like, see, you're exposing that it's not that many. If you
20,
say,
20,
I think it was 21.
21. That's not bad.
It was like
We're-
17 in the first day, and you were dominating.
We're like a local homegrown podcast.
You dominated in the end, but you were like winning 60% plus.
Yeah, I got about 50% of the votes. Good job, guys.
Crazy.
I mean, honestly, we can talk shit all we want, but I felt confident in that list as soon as I put it together. I was happy with it.
That puts you in the lead with 3.
Man, I have
Running away
3.
with it.
Megan,
Let's-
0.
Let's take a poll
Tyler?
on how long until I cry.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. Music wasn't my. I'm up in my game. All this is doing is making me up my game.
Well, you
Actually,
were like we all tied for video games, so you could have got a win there pretty easily.
Yeah, that came down to
What I don't know what it is.
I think it's whoever was voted to first. Now that
Maybe.
like yeah, I think because it used to.
Nah, you would have voted first. When you posted it. There's no way Jonathan posted.
Maybe I voted for John.
Fuck yeah, right. Yeah,
Hey,
right.
You know, I'm gonna start creating more. I don't think Twitter puts a cap on how many accounts you can have.
Obviously not, because
Hey.
you somehow get 4 votes every time.
That's not true.
I would have won if it was on Facebook. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, I don't even have a stream presence on Facebook at all,
I don't
even myself.
have a Twitter presence at all.
Well, you're a producer.
Oh, then why the fuck am I even up there?
Well, you're in the room. It'd be weird if you didn't draft.
Jesus.
I won't draft. I'm not drafted anymore.
You just watch this marriage fall apart.
God, I'm so pissed.
I don't know.
Aw.
Something really important that I want to be true to myself when I make my draft picks though. I'm conflicted to draft for the poll to try to be the popular opinion,
I did both.
a mix.
Well, not really. Not, if it's just popular and I don't like it, I would never pick it. It's like I try to like take things. It's kind of the same way I approach streaming. Like I'm not gonna play a game just because I think I'll get a lot of views if I don't like it. But if I have 5 games around and I really like two of them, but no one's gonna watch them, I'll play the ones that I like that people will watch. So it's the same thing with the draft to me. Like there are some things like there I could have just went top 5 just and it all would have been rock music, grunge music from the era, like Mother Love Bone. Like I would have picked a lot of stuff that no one even listens. Probably half the people that watch our show or listen to the show doesn't even listen to, or have never heard of.
Right, I've never heard of them.
So I'm like, why would I do that to myself? It's not entertaining.
Right.
So I liked all the songs that I picked. That's the reason why I didn't pick like Ice Ice Baby, stuff like that, because I genuinely don't like them songs. But yeah, I liked them when I was a kid. I really did. And half like the like I have Vanilla Ice posters on my wall when I was like 7. I remember them.
Wow.
And I especially when we were like secretly used, like I was all in.
Yeah.
But as I've gotten older, I just don't like the songs. But there's lots of songs from the area I do like. Like I love Poison by blah, 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 blah. Like I love those Humpty Dance. I love those songs. So
Yeah.
I try to do both. It's a balance. I'm not just like over here selling out just for it. You know what I mean?
It comes across as you are.
I would have picked MC. I would have picked like the songs that like I don't care
Megan
about.
picked?
Yeah, well, yeah, she's younger than me though, so it makes sense. Like she wasn't around when those songs were popular.
I think it stings more for Megan because I consider Megan like a music person, so she knows like deep cut stuff.
Mm-hmm. I would say above everything else, I know more about music than do movies or TV shows or video games even. But I'm also have different glasses on, you know, like I don't see things through the same lenses as Megan because I'm significantly older. So like she has lots of deep cuts from probably the 2000s that I have nothing, or in present day that I know nothing about.
Nothing about me.
Okay.
Are you talking about me or him?
Him.
I'm not older than you, probably
Pronouns.
like
No,
a decade.
you are older.
Pronouns, pal.
But I listen to like so much shit.
Oh yeah, I don't say that. I don't want to say that you didn't. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna fight him.
Okay.
Just kidding.
What you been playing this week?
On stream I played The Division a lot. God, I love that game, dude. It really is fun.
It looks fun.
It is. It's like it's simple, but it's like well done. Like I could totally play that game. I would pay $30 to just play it in different cities. They could just reskin it for a different city, and I go play it. What did I play this week? I played Dying Light. So pretty much, like I said, I have that series going on, and I played Wildlands for the very first time. That game's gonna be fun. I started that today. On Sunday, I started a hardcore playthrough, no HUD, no nothing. But you know, what I did all day yesterday. I sat down in the morning and I was like, I'm gonna play Civ for a little bit because I haven't played Civ 6 much.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play it for a little bit. I probably played that game for 8 hours yesterday.
No stream.
No, I was just that's the first time I played off streaming forever.
Yeah.
I've been dying to play some Civ builders. I just don't think Civ 6. I don't think Civ's for me. Like I like it. I've played it many, many times. But I have a problem where like I never go for cultural victories. Do you play it?
No.
You can win by cultural victory, by science, by like all kinds of different things. And like I always just want to be like, I want to build up and I want to go fight people.
Yeah.
It's like I basically want it to be like real civilization where I'm fighting people. So I need to find it. I don't know if that game's ANO. I don't know if it's probably something like ANO.
You need to play Age of Empires.
Yeah.
Period.
Well, can you be
It's all
attacked
about
when you're
fighting.
offline though, right?
No.
Oh.
I don't even think you could. I've never played Age of Empires online.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's worth trying out.
I'll look into it.
I would love, like you were saying, if there was a mobile, like a good mobile.
Civ, there's like Civ Revolution or something like that is decent, but it's like it's been out forever and it stopped being supported.
Well, my biggest problem is like so many of these like civilization builder mobile games are so similar, and it's so like.
I hate it because there's a countdown, and then you can't do more shit unless you buy stuff.
Yeah.
I hate that. Just charge me $10 to $15 for a mobile game,
A good game.
and then let everything be included.
Yeah.
That's all I want. Like I'm tired of this nickel and dime shit. It's a free game. No, it's not, because if you want to play it well, you need to pay $1 for this pack, which I get. They're making money. I'd just pay it all up front. I don't want to fucking deal with that bullshit. It drives me nuts, man. The Sims is really bad about that shit too. Like I was like, well, I'll try The Sims. Play The Sims Mobile, and I don't know if that's even free. It might be, but like you have like
Yeah,
30
that's great.
energy, and then once you do a couple tasks, your energy runs out. You got to wait for like 2 hours for it to fill up, or you can buy more.
Yeah.
Fuck you. They fuck you with the Sims, dude. They fuck you with the energy. Yeah. I'd pay, if it was a really good mobile game, I'd pay $20 for it. I would.
What's the most you've ever spent on a mobile game?
Probably like $8 for Stardew Valley or whatever, how much it cost. Stardew Valley's on mobile. God, it's so good.
I think I paid $15 for Heroes of Normandy, the board game that was in like a mobile version. It was on iPad. It's really good. It's fun. It's weird how it's just the board game. They did a really good job animating the board game.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Even if they charged you $15 for a game and then they charged you extra for like cosmetic shit or whatever, I'm okay with that even, because I don't care about that cosmetic shit.
Right.
But I find
Like skins and stuff.
yeah, I don't care about that. So if some people do, so
Kids.
they'll make money from that.
Yeah.
But just fucking the turn's over, and the next turn I have energy again. Like that's how it should work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying.
So I went to the movies. Saw Captain Marvel.
Never heard of it.
You're a piece of shit. It was an awesome movie.
Yeah, I've been hearing. It's really weird.
No spoilers. No spoilers. I'm not gonna say any spoilers.
Yeah, there's this guy on Twitter that I follow, a sports guy, and he's one of those guys that he's opinionated. Obviously, that's how he makes his money. But like he was like, it was good. I liked it. Not the best Marvel movie I've seen. Not the worst. And everyone else has been like, it's amazing. So I'm leaning towards it's amazing. Because everyone I know personally.
Okay. Is it better than Infinity War? No. Is it better than Guardians of the Galaxy? No. Is it better than Ant-Man? Yes. Like, it falls, it's like high tier 2, maybe low tier 1.
Yeah.
It was way more complex of a story than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, really?
Like, I feel it's a movie you can't just like pop in, watch like the last half and just piece it together. You will not know what the hell's going on.
I just assumed it was just her going from bus to bus punching old ladies.
Kinda.
Oh, okay. I'm in now. I was on the fence before. I'm in.
The Stan Lee cameo.
I heard it was the best one.
It kind of I don't want to talk about it because I'll start to tear up.
Takes the man dying for him to get a good one, I guess.
I mean, I think if he didn't die, I don't think people would be making it up to be the best one.
Okay.
I think it's like when you know like the significance of it.
Yeah.
It's pretty powerful.
They should start putting him in movies as like young Stan Lee.
Well, I had an idea. What if Stan Lee is the one who saves us from Thanos? They just scrap like all their previous stuff and we're like, we're just going to have Stan Lee come and win the fight. Would we just accept that as okay?
We probably would, but then it'd be over.
Yeah, it'd be like, well, they jumped the shark on that one.
Yeah.
For that one like emotional moment.
No.
And then everyone's like,
only if it were like a end scene, like a credit scene or something.
Like him pick up the Infinity Gauntlet and put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Is that the part that you told me Kevin Smith cried about?
No, so Kevin Smith has that Instagram post where he's bawling.
Uh-huh.
And some people I was the people I saw it with, they were like, yeah, you know, I don't understand the significance of why he's bawling. And then I explained like, well, it's a pretty big deal for him that it's like it's a very personal thing.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh my God, Jay and Silent Bob are standing outside of not Best Buy, Blockbuster.
They're standing outside in the movie?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not like,
Oh.
gotta listen, gotta use your ears.
What the hell is wrong with you guys today?
Dude, I haven't said anything bad at all.
You're eating
I
me
said,
apart.
I'm older than Megan. He doesn't know me at all.
Oh, I meant
This piece of shit doesn't
not
know
what I
me.
meant
How
that
dare he
for.
assume my age?
But I think it's a really good movie, really awesome. Definitely, obviously, it's one of those things like you're going to see it if you like Marvel movies. The question I got asked a lot: do I need to see it to enjoy Endgame? No, probably not. But it would help a lot because the end credit scenes are like a direct tie-in. Spoiler. There's a little mini spoiler.
Okay. Yeah, you should have said spoiler first.
Well, it's not even
I'm not gonna go see it now.
Oh,
It's ruined.
yeah. The obvious thing that everyone knew going in.
Yeah, ruined.
A lot of really cool. So since it takes place before all the other than Captain America, there's a lot of little like callbacks to things that we've already seen take place. So that's another thing. The special effects with making Samuel Jackson young, you forget that he just doesn't look like that.
Yeah, they figured it out, huh?
Like, holy crap.
Yeah.
It's a young, like, you could act forever. Like, it's crazy.
You think people would accept that? You know how women have a hard time after a certain age, like getting new roles that aren't mom or grandma?
Have they done it for, like, so?
I don't think so.
They've never done a woman that extensively.
Well, not to not to put over on people. Like, Sam, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to be, it's hard to explain what I'm trying to say.
Well, I guess they did Princess Leia young.
Yeah.
And that was only for a brief moment. They haven't done a whole, like, I guess this was also the first movie they did a whole movie with a guy as well.
That's what I mean. That I like just do a whole movie where it reinvigorates someone's career.
Like the young version of, I can't think of an actress's name.
Like say Bruce, like 80s Bruce Willis or something, or young Sybil Shepherd,
Julia Roberts.
Sure.
Like, how old is she? She's in her 50s probably.
Yeah.
Make her like look like she's in her 30s.
A Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be weird. Like, it would be. I don't know.
Here's the weird thing, right? Like, I imagine whatever studio that is probably owns her character. So could they just have Pretty Woman 2 and just CGI the whole damn thing?
So you're like going like have a stand-in actress that they put a new face on.
Yeah, they skin her.
Ooh, that's a.
They own the likeness of the character.
Do
probably.
They own? I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. That's a slippery slope.
I know,
like,
but back in the 80s, she probably never thought they never thought they would get to this point, right?
I think that falls into like that weird period where their streaming rights weren't involved in contracts, so it was like the wild, wild west of like streaming services and like, can you stream? Can this be sold to Netflix? Can this be sold to that?
Mm-hmm.
Because nowadays that's all built into contracts. Like,
yeah, back then it wouldn't have been thought of.
No, and now you're bringing up of, can we put an actress in because we own the face of her?
I feel like this has happened before in something, and I can't remember what it is.
I feel like they can't. Because every time, like news stuff, when someone dies or something, then they try to put them in. A lot of time they got to get permission from the estate.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Star Wars had to have her permission for.
That's what I'm kind of referencing for Princess Leia.
Yeah, I don't think they had to
Carrie
have it,
Fisher.
but they just
Doing
did
the right thing.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Well, that also could be. That's probably not a good example because she probably signed a contract to be in it. So she's already
Maybe.
like, it's like, well, she's dead, but we paid her to be in there, so
I don't know.
But
I'm almost positive.
Your idea of like 35 years later, we're gonna redoing Pretty Woman 2,
reanimating a corpse at this point.
Richard Gere and Julia Roberts played by stand-ins, and we're just gonna put their faces on them.
Yeah, young them up. Sam
Completely
Jackson.
Possible. That's how a lot of celebrity porns get made. People CGI celebrity faces onto them. I read an article about it.
Like the video? Mm-hmm. I'll do some research on this.
There's like a video of Ariana Grande in a porn video, and it's actually somebody else with her face on them. But her same body type.
You know, it could be because there's money in porn.
If this were the apocalypse, it would be someone's like literally chopped off her head and skinned her face off and put it on theirs.
No,
immediate
they
thought.
didn't Dwight Schrute it.
Yeah, that was my immediate. Like, she wearing an Ariana Grande mask.
Yeah.
No, I mean I would show you it, but I can't.
Yeah, you can't. We'll get
Sorry,
kicked off
guys.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Can definitely Google it though. It's weird.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard of this before, and I can't remember why.
It's a very interesting topic.
Yeah, we need to do some research on that.
What, porn on people's faces?
No, just like
Likeness of characters. Who owns that? Who owns the the person's like likeness?
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would they would have to make it exactly the same. They own that version of that character. They don't own any older version. is how I would read it. Like you couldn't.
Well, unless they played a younger version or something. But yeah.
Yeah, that's a can of worms I did not expect we'd go down.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. But see, Captain Marvel. It needs all the support it can get to the little film that could. I heard it's 155 million already.
I can't wait for everyone to say it's because it's a female lead.
You don't even. That's so weird. There's some cheese moments in the movie that I thought were like, huh.
And if that really is a reason, oh my god,
I don't need to do that. I don't need to explain myself to a man. But 98% of the movie, you don't even. Like, I'm not thinking like, oh, that's a woman doing this. This is so empowering. I'm just thinking that's a badass superhero doing this.
There's badass women superhero all over these movies.
Yeah.
Hashtag
Black Widow
me.
is sitting there going, what is going on? Who do I have to kill to be considered the badass female superhero? It got compared to Wonder Woman a lot. I think they're completely different movies.
Woman lead.
Yeah, I mean, that is it. That's where the similarities end.
It's probably the colors too.
Also, Ant-Man and the Wasp. The Wasp is more badass.
Oh, like, yeah.
Like not even close.
Significantly more.
Yeah.
Like, the better fighter, the better everything.
Yeah.
The smarter everything.
Better clips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The music in this is really good.
Okay.
It's all 90s.
Oh.
Yeah. It doesn't have the like how Guardians and the music is so like
integrated.
Yeah, it doesn't have that vibe.
It's just in the background.
Yeah, they just do a really good job about like putting it in more traditional
Name your
movie
sex
style.
tape.
Yeah, there you go. So King Kong Bundy died. Did you know that?
Yeah.
63 years old.
I'm surprised he's that young. I feel like he was really old when I was a kid.
He looks old. He's one of those guys that just looks old.
Yeah, because he's probably only like 35 there.
Yeah, you're not lying.
That's how old I am for reference.
He main evented WrestleMania 2 with Hulk Hogan in a steel cage match.
Yeah.
I think when you say pro wrestling to a certain generation and they shut their eyes, they picture King Kong Bundy. Like Hulk Hogan, King Kong Bundy. Like he's
Andre.
the heel. Yeah.
I've never even seen him in my whole life.
Really?
Remember we went over this. You're significantly younger than Chris.
He's an animated thumb, basically.
I believe it.
He is like
He
4.5 feet wide,
He
by the way.
reminds me of the Patrick Star mod on your WWE game.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he looks like.
That's a weird thing. Like
know.
a Crater wrestler, but it's Patrick from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
It looks like a big thumb.
That's what he looks like.
But, that's sad. 63.
I'm going to guess heart attack.
I don't know. Didn't dig that deep.
I doubt he got in better shape considering he wrestled at that weight.
No, he was still making appearances.
Of course he was.
Yeah, gotta get paid.
Man, that's such a weird avenue, wrestling.
Well, no, he was like. I mean, he's not out there putting on 5-star matches.
Right, but he's still like Jake the Snake will wrestle. He wrestled until he was like,
it's
okay,
that
kind of appearances.
Or like, hey, we're having an indie show. King Kong Bundy's gonna be here signing Polaroids at intermission, kind of thing.
Okay.
So he shows up, makes $2,000 on a Friday night.
I do that too.
That's your Friday. That's an average Friday night for Aviary Law, everybody.
Yeah, I wish.
Bigger news, sadly.
Wow, he looks really old there.
Luke Perry died. He's from Fredericktown, which is crazy.
Is that really what he looks like, or what he looked like when he died?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's aged.
He's 52, but
52
like
years
every time
old.
I saw him in a picture, he never looked like that. I never watched Riverdale. I really haven't seen him in anything in a long time, but
Riverdale is really good. You should try it.
yeah,
Tiff would probably like it.
I bet.
Riverdale was it's very
It's
like
supernaturally, right?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
hooky.
it's dark.
It's very good.
Well, I mean, there isn't like ghosts and that kinds of stuff, but
A lot of drama.
I'm getting in from
it's
the
dark.
yeah. I'm getting in about before we move on too far that King Kong Bundy died in a rock climbing accident. I'm serious.
Really?
That's what I heard.
That's what you heard.
Yeah, I don't think it's false though. I can imagine him climbing any rocks.
Yeah, like okay.
Yeah, man, that's it. Yeah, he's from Fredericktown. Yeah, and apparently he still had ties pretty well to the area.
Yeah.
I'm probably asking how many here still. Fredericktown's really close to
I have a
us.
funny story.
Yeah, I figured Megan has connections. That's
I've
up in near her
actually
neck of the
met
woods.
him.
Oh, yeah?
Knox County Fair. He was at the Knox County Fair, and I was in line waiting for a pork chop, and he was standing in front of me.
You talk to him?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was like, this guy looks really familiar. And I was like, by myself, super nervous. I think I was still in high school. And I was just like, hi, Mr. Perry. And he was like, hey, how are you? And I was like, fine, just getting a pork chop. It was really awkward.
He always seemed like kind of a hometown kind of star. You know what I mean? Like he kind of seemed like an average dude type of, just what I read about him and
100%.
stuff.
Lady I used to work with was neighbors with him, and she grew up playing with him as neighborhood kids.
Nice.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So shocking. He is a hardcore wrestling fan. He's been on several podcasts I've listened to.
Oh yeah.
Most recently, Not Sam podcast, and it's like crazy. Like, you know, like when people say like, "Oh, I'm a fan of that," and then they're like, they don't really know.
Yeah.
No, like deep cut, like Dusty Rhodes impressions, Ric Flair impressions.
That's cool.
All this stuff. He said in that show, the only time he ever got like butterflies in his stomach and like excited to meet someone was when he met Dusty Rhodes. He's like, I've met so many other famous people, but seeing Dusty Rhodes was like, oh God, that moment.
I always thought Dusty Rhodes was so interesting. I always liked Dusty Rhodes, but like that he was a star, which is always so weird.
He is. It doesn't make sense.
There's so much about him that doesn't make sense.
Like it's just pure charisma.
Yeah.
Because he's not that good of a wrestler.
Not that good wrestler, super out of shape.
Yeah.
His lisp, like
Dusty Rhodes, baby.
Yeah. But he just liked him. He just liked him.
Yeah, he's extremely likable.
Yeah. He looked like a bumblebee.
Luke Perry's son is also a pro wrestler. Jungle Boy is his name.
Oh, I think I knew that.
He signed with AEW, which is one of the bigger promotions.
It's like a young, like a teenage Mowgli.
Yeah, that's his gimmick.
I want to touch his hair.
He's kind of short.
I think Luke Perry was kind of short.
Yeah.
I remember watching him a lot on 90210 when I was a kid. My stepmom was like a huge 90210 fan, and I would sit there and watch it with her. And I remember her saying back then that like he was like 35 or something. Like he was really old for the show.
Oh,
like
yeah.
everyone was in high school, and like Tori Spelling and Jenny Garth and all those people were like younger, and then he was like significantly older than everybody else.
Weird.
Yeah. But you really couldn't really tell.
I never watched 90210.
I watched it, and I watched a lot of it actually. Yeah.
What was his other thing that he was famous for?
8 Seconds. He played the cowboy. Can't remember the name of the cowboy now, but it was just he was like an up and coming star that died. In the rodeo.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
He's one of those guys that I've just known him as being famous.
Yeah,
I never watched a lot of his stuff.
He struggled for a long time. And I think when he went out to Hollywood, I think he was like doing construction jobs and stuff for like ever before he actually made it on anything.
Had a break or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
Humbles you.
Super young.
Yeah. 52 is really young to have a stroke.
Yeah.
Like a life-ending stroke.
That's my parents' age.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's younger than mine. Probably, yeah.
Yeah, my parents are significantly older than that.
Oh, here we go. We get it. You're older than us.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
have
God.
to change a bingo spot on here that says that Avery mentions he's older than us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys do that all the time, though, so I can't do it. Literally, everyone calls me old on here all the goddamn time.
Old
but
man.
when I do it,
I don't think
It's a
I've
thing.
ever called you old.
Tyler calls me old all the time.
He's an old man.
Yep.
Well, it's
Is that a whale?
Okay, this is crazy. This whale was found dead several miles inland.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah, this
Was
is
it after a storm?
no.
Some asshole just brought it in here and laid it down.
So what it is the tide almost. The tide will go. It's in Brazil or somewhere around South America.
Of course.
The tide will go in so far,
What does that mean?
and whales will like end up in the streams and stuff. And then when it goes out and the water goes away,
Recedes.
but this one ended up dying of a heart attack. It panicked, like it'll like scare itself to death. It'll worry to death.
Yeah. Lots of animals do that.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. But there's conspiracy around this, that this is proof that there's these monsters, and this monster just killed it.
It looks like
And
someone.
it was a big
sucked
cover
it
up that it's
dry.
a panic heart attack thing.
I still don't understand how it got miles inland.
It was like 25 miles inland.
How?
That's a lot.
So is that a stream bed that dried up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that's not a big stream bed. Like, you can see, like, that's a huge whale.
Poor guy.
The ankles matter. We should have had different.
They said ankles.
The ankles on that whale matter how far he can get upstream.
That's how you tell how old it is.
Ankles do matter. Hashtag ankles matter.
That's right. Broken
No,
ankle.
but I'm sure
phrasing,
like the stream
or
bed
branding.
could be huge from a different angle.
Oh. Yeah, this
Yeah.
could just be the little bend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right.
They
I should have.
fuck you with the photos.
They do. They fuck you with the photo. They fuck you with the ankles.
That's crazy. 25 miles inland.
Speaking of animals freaking out, apparently, I read it too much, but I was on Reddit this week, and there's this video of this mom hamster, and apparently hamsters are really bad about freaking out, especially if their cage is too small or they're too cluttered, or after they have babies. Like, after they have babies, you want to put them in a larger enclosure with nothing else in it, or they freak out.
They'll eat them.
They eat them a lot, but this one was on the wheel, and it was just like free. It was just anxious as shit, and like it was going on the wheel. It would go down, grab its baby, toss the baby on the wheel, and just start fucking booking it. And this baby's just freaking out, going around, killed it.
Oh my god.
Like but hamsters are just maniacs. Like, they're just so temperamental to their environment, which is weird because everyone gets a hamster when they're a kid. I mean, like, not everyone, but
Our kids had hamsters.
that's the easiest pet to, like, all right, don't have room for a dog, I'm allergic to cats, get a hamster. And then you usually keep it in like this, 6-inch by 1 foot box that's clear that you get from the store.
Yep.
And come to find out that's way too small. And they're in there all the time just like like freaking out.
because they're in jail.
Yeah, because they're in jail. Ours, we had one, same thing. We had a hamster for Kylie, and we had it up on our entertainment center, which was like, I don't know, 7 feet tall. And it was in one of those clear cases. It was a bigger one, but it would climb to the top and hit, when we were gone, it hit open the top of it and then jump down to the floor and live.
Oh my!
And this thing would just be
God.
around the house when we got home. We had to like search it out.
Yeah.
And we would put books and stuff on top of it, and it would still get out.
Wow.
But yeah.
Hamsters are weirdos.
They are.
Well, I don't want to tell that story online, so we'll tell them after.
Okay. We got a hamster story that'll
They're-
blow your mind.
They're kind of like, I don't know. I don't know enough about them to say they're assholes, but this one was an asshole.
They're resilient.
Gabe probably said one of his best jokes to me while looking at our hamsters. We had this clear tube, and the hamster would run up and down it, and me and my sisters were watching it, and I was like, oh my god, that hamster has a huge vagina. Like, huge. And then Gabe comes up. He wasn't even in the conversation. He goes, wow, what a hole.
We had
Like,
just watched Home Alone 2.
Alone 2.
When
Wow, what a hole.
I lost it laughing so
Did it have
hard.
babies?
No, it was just born with a big hoo-ha, I guess.
Maybe the hamster boys have Coke cans.
I don't know.
I don't know.
No comment.
I'll never do hamsters again.
I don't want animals. A dog showed up on our cameras, and it was like running back and forth for over an hour. Little dog. And it was cold out. Come up on the porch. I open the door, and then it has that like, oh my God, help me expression on
You
its
close the
face.
door?
No, I brought it in and put it in the add-on, and then it started scratching the door. And I'm like, so I'm calling
It's probably scared, man.
animal control, and they don't answer. Leave them a message, and then come to find out that it's a neighbor a couple streets over lost their dog, and they just came and
Did it
got
have a
it.
collar?
Yeah, it had a collar. It didn't have tags or anything on it.
How'd they find it?
My sister posted it on Facebook. Like our area has like a missing animals
Yep.
page,
Mm-hmm.
which that's a really good thing that Facebook does.
Well, Facebook doesn't do it.
No, I'm saying
Oh,
like
okay.
that's a good thing that like
That's a feature that is
Yeah.
possible. Yeah, yeah.
like it's a lot easier than back in the day when you lost your dog. You're just like we're
Stapling,
gonna drive
stapling
around.
shit to
Yeah,
telephone poles.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I love every time we when our first dog died, we had already had a second dog, and we're like, well, this is probably our last dog for a while because it's kind of a pain to like deal on vacations
Dogs
and
suck.
stuff. They don't though. They're amazing.
No, dogs suck.
Most of the time, they're amazing. There are inconveniences to it, much like anything else, but they're better. There's more good than there is bad, but there is inconveniences. and costs.
I'll never ever own another dog.
Man, when Brutus looks at me with those big giant brown eyes and gives me a hug, so he's so cute. And Bernie, oh, she's so cute.
You know, it's also cute.
What?
Not having like dog poop on the floor,
Yeah.
or pee, or like, hey, when your dog throws up everywhere in the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah. No, you're right. That sucks. But your kids do that too. Dogs are way cuter though.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
And then they'll be gone, and then I can just kick back.
Brutus is like the perfect. Once they get to be like 5, they're like perfect.
It's like
Because they don't have
like
that.
a kid.
Yeah. Like Brutus is perfect. Bernie's a pain in the ass right now.
Yeah.
Brutus is just like he does whatever he wants. He'll come around occasionally and be like, "Hey, let's get on these pets."
We just got spoiled. Well, not spoiled. We just got a bad dog experience, and it just soured me on it completely.
Yeah. You guys are probably just terrible pet owners.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm not denying that.
You should get a cat.
No. Allergic.
Me too.
I'm allergic.
Me too.
No, like in real life.
Me too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you have a cat though.
No, we had a cat, but
Oh.
we had to rescue a cat because my daughter got one and she didn't take care of it. So we took it in, and like every day I woke up with headaches. My eyes were always itchy. The roof of my mouth was always itchy. My ears, like everything was itchy. It
My
was it
face
sucked.
always swells up.
Yeah.
Alex Trebek, stage 4 prostate. Is it pancreatic cancer? Let me look at my notes. It is pancreatic cancer.
Stage what?
Stage 4.
Yeah.
You know he's been doing Jeopardy since 1984.
Yeah, I remember like black haired.
Yeah,
Alex Trebek.
a young man.
What
Yeah.
a great life to live. That's like he had one job and just
A
did
cool
the
job,
shit
yeah.
out
Got
of it.
paid for it.
Yeah,
I saw a really interesting stat real quick, by the way. Vanna White and Pat Sajak, they've been doing Wheel of Fortune about the same amount of
Same time.
time.
Are
Yeah.
they married?
No,
Damn.
in
but,
your fantasies they
um,
are.
but they only work like 5 days a month.
They film it all in one big clump
Yeah. So they end up working like 60 days a year.
and getting paid
Millions.
tons of money.
Yeah.
Was it? I think it was those Trebek and like Judge Judy are like the highest paid people on TV.
So here's a little fun fact
what
about
about
Aviary Law. I hate Judge Judy.
Oh,
I hate her. I just think that she's such a repugnant little woman. Seriously. And she's just fucking, you just tell she's a rude asshole. Tiffany, my wife, was working. There's a place that pretty much every kid works, or every high schooler seems to work at. It's seasonal work out by us. The Bear Creek is what it used to be called.
oh yeah.
And she was working there, and she got a call from Judge Judy because she was ordering something for her son, and she said she was the rudest fucking lady ever. Like, talked down to her, like, "Are you sure you're getting this okay?" Like, she was like just talking down to her the whole time.
You ever been to court?
Yes,
So you've had to deal with a judge.
yeah,
They all come across a little bit like an asshole.
yeah, but she's amplified.
But you gotta be a TV personality. You gotta amplify it up a little bit.
She just be nice sometimes. Like, there's
Like
nice
off
judges.
camera?
There's nice judges on TV.
Yeah.
She's a fucking asshole. Fuck you, Judge Judy, you little dwarf.
What's that judge on Facebook that actually cuts people breaks? I think it's New Jersey, isn't it?
I don't watch Facebook.
All right. Well,
Oh yeah. What? Say again. I'm sorry. The nice old judge.
Yeah,
he's from like
a
Rhode
little-
Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him. He's
Me
fun to
too.
watch.
I'd rather watch him than Judge Judy and her repugnant ass.
Like he understands
word of the day.
the struggles.
You brought up New Jersey. This man, luckiest guy ever. He won the Mega Millions from New Jersey. He had bought his tickets, left them at the convenience store because he set them down, did something on his phone, ended up walking away. Someone turned them in to the clerk at the store saying, "Hey, I found these." Someone lost and found. He ended up winning over $200 million.
Holy shit.
So he goes home and he freaks out. He's like, I had to misplace these somewhere. And then he ends up going back to the store and they're like, "Oh yeah, someone turned them in." And the drawing was later that night because he had went home and 24 hours went by. And then he's like, "I must have just left them at the store." So then he goes back, ends up winning, hitting the Mega Millions.
He won the lottery twice that day.
Yeah. Like, how
Jeez.
lucky can you be? And etiquette wise, do you throw a bone to the people? Do you like say,
Oh,
"Hey,
fuck yeah.
hey, out there, if you're hearing this, like,
Hopefully, yeah.
hopefully the clerk."
remembers.
Yeah.
Or I can identify them. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. I
have
would.
to.
I'd toss them $1 million.
Easily.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to. They could have. Oh. And like the pit of your stomach, if you're the person who turns it in and they don't.
They may not realize.
You got to kill that guy.
They wouldn't even know.
You kill that guy.
I don't know now, but yeah. No, you don't do that.
You definitely do that.
You hope for the $1 million.
No, if he's like, I'm not giving them any effing money, and he's like a big asshole about it, you just kill him.
Well, yeah. Okay.
I
Heard it here first, Tyler.
I would kill
Murdering
someone.
tendencies.
I'm sure something will happen to that person that did something good.
Yeah.
I believe in that stuff.
Hopefully they're getting $1 million.
Well, if that's what they're supposed to get, that's what they'll get.
I don't really understand how lottery tickets work. I assume they were trash. They're just laying around.
I wouldn't have. Yeah, I wouldn't even have like been like, hey, I found lottery tickets. I just if I'm in a gas station or convenience store, I'm not touching anything.
Yeah.
I'm just walking by.
Like I'm hoping to not even touch the card reader.
I would assume that they are losers, and
Oh, yeah,
someone just
old
threw
ones.
them.
Exactly.
Threw
That's
them
what
on
I'm
the
saying.
ground. It's crazy.
I really need to start playing the lottery.
Yeah.
I wonder if he picked his numbers or if they're
That's so
random.
he picked his numbers.
Wow.
Damn.
Because the clerk made him like tested him like, hey, what numbers did you put? Are these? And he rattled them off.
Oh, jeez. What if you picked randomly?
Oh, then you're screwed. I'm sure they could go back, like, if you wanted to dispute. Oh my gosh, what if no one would have? What if he wouldn't have came back in and the clerk had it?
Dude, I'd fucking for sure
I don't
be
think
like,
the clerk can win.
Yeah, clerks can win.
clerks can play, right?
They have to be able to play. Like,
They can't cheat.
there's no way to cheat.
Yeah. I think clerks can play.
Like,
just feel
if
like
you
they
notice,
should
they're
be allowed
like it's a separate system that they get the tickets from.
I think they can play.
Yeah, they for sure can play. Now there's probably like
No, I give it to a family member. Be like, here you go, cash this motherfucker in.
yeah.
Oh, dude, I would totally screw the system. Fuck it, there's a lottery. I don't give a fuck. Like the lottery's already made their money. Like,
Yeah. And then some.
yeah. So it's not like you're screwing anybody.
But good for that guy.
Yeah.
You ready for the geek news?
I am. Geek News is brought to you by Bluefang Server Solutions. Go to bluefangsolutions.com. Use code BirdLoft15, all lowercase at checkout, and get a server for your favorite PC game.
Starting off with Jay and Silent Bob's reboot.
Oh, this was Night Court for a second.
It's going to be littered with cameos.
Of course.
Just in like the first week or two of shooting, we have Justin Long, Craig Ferguson, and Joe Maglione. I can't ever say his name.
Maglione.
Yeah.
Is that's Muse's wife to the right, isn't it?
I believe so. So that's Jordan,
Yeah.
his wife. I don't know who the other woman is,
Me either.
but how exciting! Like
Yeah. I
the
can't wait.
ball is roll. Like now, I'm starting to get more excited.
I hope I like it as much as I liked Strike Back 10 years ago.
I have a feeling
Because I'm such a different person.
that he is more popular than ever, and this movie is going to like this will be his biggest hit of all time.
I hope so.
It'll surpass, I believe, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is his most financial, like
Oh, yeah.
successful movie. That or Cop Out.
What do you think his most popular movie is of all time? Clerks.
Probably Clerks.
Chasing Amy.
No, I would say Clerks or Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Who's the brown-haired chick?
We don't know. Yeah, we're not sure.
What?
We just
We
talked
went
about.
through them one by one a second ago.
I know you're just doing your job on that.
I was posting the blue
Thank
fan.
you. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
It is it's a cool concept. And did you? It's like that. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is pretty old now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Really old. Strike Back. Yeah,
Strike Back
that's
was
10.
2001.
Wow. I was thinking it was like 05.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's the year I graduated high school.
old man.
Oh, man.
Oh, Idris Elba in the news. He's in a new movie called Hobbs and Shaw. He plays the bad guy in a Fast and the Furious type movie.
Hold on a second. My brain was still spinning about Kevin Smith. You obviously follow him, right? On all social medias, as do I. And you know what drives me nuts is he'll post a picture of himself, like a selfie, and the comments are just littered with, dude, you look like shit. You look like you're going to die. I liked it better when you were fat. All sorts of stuff. And I just want to be like, dude, The guy had a fucking heart attack.
Yeah.
You pieces of shit. But I was just seeing in that picture, he looks really skinny.
Yeah, he's thin now.
Yeah, it's weird to see.
It's the classic case of a guy that's been overweight for your whole like.
John Goodman.
Yeah, when they look like, oh, dude, he's gonna die. Like he doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's like
John Goodman doesn't look healthy.
No,
but he's
the healthiest
he's ever been
in probably decades.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to lose the weight. I don't want to shock people, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to get in my head. It makes your head look bigger. For when fat people lose weight and they already had a big head, it makes their head look ginormous. I'd have such a big head. I'd look so stupid.
I think you'd look fine.
I think you'd look fine too.
I'm not losing the weight.
Okay.
But Idris Elba, he was host of SNL last night.
I love Idris Elba.
SNL sucks recently.
I haven't watched it in forever.
It just didn't
It's very
seem.
political.
Yeah,
It's like it's always been like that. Yeah, I know.
Who's is Kate McKinnon still on it?
Yeah, your girl.
Yeah.
Your girl.
My girl.
But Idris Elba is going to replace Will Smith. Well, heavily rumored to replace Will Smith in Suicide Squad as Deadshot.
Unpopular opinion. I like him better than Will Smith
As a just in general.
in movies nowadays. Yeah.
That is very unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like old Will Smith stuff, but I don't know. I like him a lot. He's just been in so much stuff that I like better than Will Smith stuff, like The Wire, Luther. He's so good in those
You
positions.
love The Wire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But he's Charles Montgomery, and that might be the least likable person on The Office in the history of The Office.
Yeah.
He's hot as that character, though. This is probably
He's
the
a good-looking
hottest
man.
I've ever
He is a
seen
good. We're not debating if he good. Is he good? Is this?
him. Is this a Hillary Swank
Yeah. Is this a Hillary
situation?
Swank situation?
He's a handsome man and he has a British accent. What more could you want?
Right.
We need an office square on here.
Yeah. That'll be the next. But what do you think?
Jonathan just chimed in and said he's right. His head would be too big.
Thank you, Jonathan. He gets it.
Way to support your friends losing weight, buddy. Piece of shit, Jonathan.
Do you like when we don't see this as much anymore? As in the 90s, characters were replaced all the time. Like actors were replaced and the character would stay the same all the time.
And Viv.
Now it's a lot less common unless they just reboot the whole franchise. But what do you think of this? Like,
Do I like it? Well, I prefer it not to happen.
but you consider this an upgrade.
Yeah, I don't really care about this movie anyway.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'd be more
we'll
willing.
just move on then.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like I didn't watch the first one.
You haven't seen Suicide Squad?
Well, we had this conversation like two episodes.
I don't remember anything that happens during the podcast.
No, I don't. I haven't seen it, and I don't prefer it to happen. Although sometimes it works out better. There's been shows where it's happened and it's worked out better.
I can't think of anything right off the top of my head.
Coach and New Girl was somebody else.
Oh, yeah, and that one show, Last Man Standing, replaced the daughter after one season.
Mm-hmm.
Roseanne.
Yeah,
Was that better?
Becky.
it's
Debatable.
I like the first Becky better.
Sarah Chalk's been nicer to look at, but I think they're both fine. I like Sarah Chalk, so I think they both did a fine job.
Yeah.
I think Roseanne's one of the rare ones where they both worked well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know.
Didn't they replace DJ too?
No.
Oh.
No one else on that show has been replaced as far as I can remember.
So this was announced that it could be possible.
Reddit man.
Yeah. That Wesley Snipes will be playing Reddit Man. No. Wesley Snipes will be coming back as Blade.
What's
And
the R for?
Reboot
because it's rated R.
was
It's rated R before, but now Disney owns all that.
I've never seen Blade.
I never have either.
I heard it was phenomenal.
Blade 1 and 2 are really freaking good.
Is
And
it
Blade
Ryan
3,
Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds is in it as like your first glimpse of Deadpool, essentially. Like, he's essentially just Deadpool.
Is that Wesley Snipes' best character of all time?
Yeah. That or Willie Mays Hayes from Major League.
Oh, that's a good pull. I was thinking.
If you say White Man Can't Jump, then you're just a basic.
White Man Can't Jump's a great movie, by the way. So go fuck
It's
yourself.
fine.
Does Blade?
First off. Secondly, I wasn't going to say White Man Can't Jump. I was going to say Cyrus from Demolition Man.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh. You're a
is
basic
I don't
bitch. Not
think
even remembering that.
because his name's not Cyrus.
Whatever it is.
It's Simon Phoenix.
Simon Phoenix. That's what it is.
Piece of shit.
Whatever.
So does Blade hunt vampires?
Close enough.
Yeah, he is a vampire. He's a self-loathing vampire.
I still think that character is his best character.
But he's a superhero?
In the sense that like the Punisher is a superhero. Like he's just killing vampires. In the
What
comics,
universe is this?
okay, it's in the Blade universe. You would, Megan, you would really like Blade. You really would.
Okay.
It's just action vampires. And it has a badass new metal soundtrack, by the way. Lot of Limp Bizkit music.
The old one.
Yeah, not the new one. Jesus.
Well,
Like they brought Fred Durst out of retirement.
Yeah.
After we finish The Office for the 12th time,
We'll watch
then we'll watch Blade.
Blade. And then we'll go back to The Office.
Yes.
How about you just toss in some Letterkenny?
Actually, I want to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
so
more
good.
of a,
It's
that's
on
more of
Netflix.
a sell. Is it?
Is it? Oh yeah, season 5's on there now. All of it's on Hulu.
Yeah, we'll just Hulu it.
Yeah.
And then we'll watch The Office again. And then...
Parks and Rec again.
And then The Office after that.
Yep.
Okay.
Sad news or fine news, however you want to take it.
Okay.
Arrow, this will be the final season.
Never heard of it.
Fine.
Well, it's a fucking good show.
It's on CW.
It's on CW. It launched like,
That's where One Tree Hill is. It's on CW.
yeah. It's where Supernatural is, Flash, all the other superhero shows.
Smallville.
Smallville was the Kickstarter of it all.
I haven't had cable in like 12 years, so I don't remember what's on any channels.
It's on Netflix.
Okay, cool. Never heard of it.
Well, it's crazy that it's ending.
Why? He looks kind of like a young Dexter.
Yeah, he could play young Dexter.
Yeah.
I heard Dexter's coming out again.
First off, I'd be all in for that. Secondly, I don't think that's true.
I didn't think it was true either.
Yeah.
But
What's he gonna do? Just live? He
He's just gonna kill people up in Canada.
Spoiler alerts. Yeah, he's just what's he gonna do? Like just hang out as a lumberjack?
I'm not sure. I just saw it.
If he ever came back, it would be one of those things where like is it called retconning, when you go back and like change continuity, and like the final episode wouldn't have happened.
Like it was all a dream.
Something, because
It was all a dream.
they would just do something to get around it.
Yeah.
All right, well, Arrow is ending, so people that like Arrow, that sucks for that.
Yeah,
But
guys.
I think
All 4 of you
yeah, it's one of the highest rated shows on
on
TV.
CW.
On TV, you asshole. I just think it's good that a show is ending before it like gets sour. That's my point.
Yeah.
There's only so many things you can do with superhero shows, so they have to have an end, or it just becomes so repetitive that you just check out mentally.
So does he like shoot arrows real good
He kills people
with arrows?
sometimes. He's just Batman with arrows.
Does he steal from the rich and give to the needy?
He's not Robin Hood.
Oh, when I was playing Dying Light this week, I felt like Batman because I got this thing. It's like a grappling hook,
Yeah.
but it's not like a grappling hook like you would think. It's like Batman's like gun, and he just and like you just fly off with it.
Nice.
That was cool. Felt like Batman. Batman the zombie killer. That's the superhero zombies. Zombie apocalypse, superheroes in the zombie apocalypse. That needs to be next.
Marvel did a comic book, Marvel, like the zombie Marvel universe thing where like zombies happened.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. The superheroes actually became zombies.
I have to read. I don't like doing that.
I haven't read it. I'm aware of it.
Right.
A really cool thing, Brie Larson. She seems like a really cool person.
Yeah.
She ended up just showing up and working a shift at the concession stand, late night shift at AMC when the night her movie premiered.
Did she used to work there or something?
No, I don't think so.
Which movie theater?
It was just, I just said AMC. I would assume it would be in Hollywood or
Hollywood.
somewhere she was working. But could you imagine you're just working and then the main celebrity shows up?
We've talked about this before. She's one of those types that like she's an attractive girl, like a woman and stuff, but like she doesn't have like a super distinguishable face.
Right.
She just looks kind of like
Normal?
like a normal person that you might see like that might catch your eye working at a movie store or some shit.
Yeah.
So like I wonder how often. I wonder if she can walk around. Probably not now.
Definitely not now.
But before that, I wonder how
I don't
often
even
she
think
could walk around.
She won an
like in the
Oscar.
Midwest. I know, but like I honestly, I could. There's just like so. There's like so many actresses that kind of look like her. I don't know.
She does have an every woman.
She has every woman
quality.
quality. Yes, exactly.
Is the nicest way to say you're just not super hot.
No, she is. She's very attractive.
I didn't say it.
But she doesn't
Did
have
not
any.
say she wasn't.
She
this
doesn't
isn't a
have.
Hillary Swank situation.
She doesn't have like distinguishable anything that's distinguishable. But like she looks like she could be from any other woman from Norway.
Is she from Norway?
No, but she looks like she could be.
What's Norway have to do?
Blonde hair.
Blonde hair, like she just looks.
Symmetrical
She looks
face.
Scandinavian.
Huh.
Yep.
I
I just thought it was cool.
That is cool.
I like her.
Yeah, it comes across as like something very likable
Yeah,
that you would do. And obviously, it's a publicity stunt.
yeah. She's wearing Captain Marvel
Attire.
track jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her outfit looked hideous.
This is to promote the movie.
I know, but like Christ.
Did you guys know there's some controversy with this whole Netflix and the Oscars?
Yes,
Should,
yes, I did.
Should a Netflix movie be considered
Fuck yeah, it should.
I don't
or
think
should
so.
it be for an Emmy because it's TV? Is it considered TV or is
I think it
considered-
depends if it's a movie or a series.
I think if it's going up for an Oscar, it needs to be in theaters.
That's Steven Spielberg's stance. Hard
Well,
stance.
yeah, I think that old people in the industry think that way because that wasn't a viable a thing when they're set in a way that's from 30 years ago.
Right.
Things are changing, things are evolving. I think if it's a movie, then it should be up for movies. I don't
So-
see anything wrong with that.
Is it so you put it in the same category as a movie that would be in theaters, not a movie that would be like a made-for-TV movie?
Yep.
Okay.
The budget's huge for Netflix movies.
So it's all about budget.
Not all about budget, but I'm saying if that's like made for TV movies don't have a big budget.
Yeah, like in the history of them, they're it's
Pretty
kind
terrible.
of like a
Soap opera-y.
made-for-TV movie has that like
It's
more
Lifetime.
direct to DVD kind of feel.
Mhm. But Netflix movies aren't that. They're
They're
different.
definitely not that.
I still think that theatrical movies need to be filtered out.
Put on a
There
pedestal?
yeah,
But why?
because there should be a Netflix only award. There should be a TV only award.
So like
I'm very categorized.
I think that
feel
if you got a big break in a movie and it was phenomenal, why do you have to be in your own little pocket? Why can't you
Well,
be with the big boys?
if you really want to get like specific, the Academy of Motion Picture, like if you want to go like the Oscars themselves are just like movies that have
They
been in a
should-
cinema,
I
know,
think
like a
of it
theater.
as wrestling. They each have their own weight class.
huh? Oh, it's Netflix is
yeah, but a Netflix movie could that I can see what you're saying. If like the production value was really low, then it'd be like a minor league type movie, or if the budget was really small. But if it's like similar budgets, I don't see what it matters.
It's just the release. You're just arguing if it's released in a movie theater.
Right, but I'm saying other than the fact that where you consume it,
Do you think they'll ever put a Netflix movie in a movie theater?
yeah, I can see that happening.
Like
I see that being the next step.
it's weird that they
Maybe like a limited release for like 5 weeks or 4 weeks.
Yeah,
and then
I-
boom, it's
like,
immediately on Netflix.
Or like it's both. And
I don't know why
some
they
people-
would.
Some people just like to go to a movie theater though and see a movie.
Yeah.
You see it all the time. Movie theaters running promotions like old movies at a reduced price that you can go see.
I think that's just a excuse to get business because I think the movie theater industry is slowly declining.
It is for sure.
Yes and no.
The only reason there was like one thing that would have got me in movies is a lot of I was thinking about getting one of those passes, and now they're gone.
Yeah.
But it was like the yearly pass or whatever,
Yep. Yeah, I forget what it was called.
movie pass or
Just
some
movie
shit.
Pass, cinema pass.
But like I have friends like in different countries that use it a lot still. That seemed pretty cool. My wife and my kids go to movies a lot, but I don't.
Right.
But this definitely got to be dying because it's so fucking expensive.
It is, but like
I don't go as often as I
Disney
did
itself
for that reason.
is keeping it alive.
That's different because there's kids. And like you want to take your kids out of the fucking house to go do something occasionally.
I'm not even saying like Disney is Marvel and Star Wars and all this stuff.
I love the movies. It's one
Like
of my
those are
favorite
always
things to
packed.
do.
Like Captain Marvel was packed. There was not an empty seat. Granted, it's one of those things. Like it's just killing mid-level comedies and mid-level dramas.
Right.
Those,
you don't like when
those
we were younger. You would see so many different movies from so many different studios. Like, and now you don't see that.
Those
shit
are
anymore.
in the theaters for 2 weeks, and then it's like in
Why
a month or on DVD.
Why are ticket prices so high, you think?
They got to make up the money, and it's like any business. They raise the price. Hey, they're still coming.
Well, probably too is it just costs so much more to make movies now, and then they also want profit, obviously. So it's just the inflation of the movie tickets just hasn't increased with the inflation of what you make.
Right.
But I don't know. I don't. Back to the original question. I think it's fine. I think that they should. Some of them are really, really. Some of these Netflix movies are really, really good. So they should be considered
for an Oscar.
Yeah, because it's like I don't understand. I personally can't figure out what's the big deal, where you consume it. I guess times are changing.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it's just
they're all on the same. They're all on a set just like everybody else. They're
Yeah.
all using cameras just like everybody else.
Yeah.
They're using actors just like
Yeah.
the exact same process is the same. Everything's exact.
It's all about the distribution.
That's the only
I can't even
difference.
say the
Well,
word.
The
then
distribution.
I guess instead of distribution, they should go up against each other via budget.
I don't know.
Yeah, because that hurts the small person that maybe has a really good movie. They should get it going against the heavyweights if they have a really good movie.
Well, if they win that award, they get bumped up to the next.
We're just having award tournaments at this point.
That's right. That's what I want.
We're having March
Give me
Madness.
what I want.
Hey, you ready to do a draft?
Yes.
We're going to be drafting 1991 movies. Good year for movies, I must say. Aviary Law gets to go first since he won the
What?
poll. Then Megan, and then me.
I make sure I did movies this time.
You're on the clock.
My number one movie? Boys in the Hood.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie. I was gonna take a different movie just because I think you're gonna take it, but I'm okay.
It wasn't even in my top 15.
Boys in the Hood's a fantastic movie.
It's the greatest movie of 1991, in your opinion.
I'd say that maybe. Yeah.
Megan.
Silence of the Lambs.
Great choice. Take that off my list.
I didn't see that movie until much later. I've never even
because
seen
of
Boys in
me.
the Hood.
Yeah. Shocker.
I
You were so like taken aback.
was too busy watching my pick, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2.
That's top.
Secret of
That's
the
top
Ooze.
of my list. I was gonna take it.
One of the greatest movies ever made, period.
You definitely. Yeah. That's something. All right. Now,
Now I wish it was a snake draft.
here's the issue because like I kind of want to take one of my favorite movies of all time, but I think it's gonna be safe. So I'm gonna go with Hook.
Good pick, man. That's a good pick.
Yep.
Corey is Rufio, by the way.
Corey is
Yeah.
okay.
That might be my favorite Robin Williams movie.
Rufio's
Hook.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Hook. Show us the hook. It's crazy Dustin Hoffman is Captain Hook. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
wouldn't have chose that if I was sitting around like, all right, we got to find someone to
Casting.
be Hook. Yeah,
and then he knocked it out of the park.
yeah, he killed it. You're right. I wouldn't chose that either.
No. That model, like that model of the island in his room, I thought that was the coolest thing.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I'm a sucker for miniatures.
You don't say.
All right, Megan.
Um,
I'm so freaking excited. 'cause-
City Slickers
Oh, that's a really
That's a
good
great one.
pick.
Yeah.
came
City
to fucking
Slicker?
play. I'm going rogue. I scrapped my list, boys.
I got my top 2 picks.
Okay, go ahead.
Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
Waiting on my list.
Oh my God, how?
I'm not.
It is
I already told you I wasn't an
amazing.
action movie person. when I
Oh
was
my
younger.
God. It might be, it's in the top 10 greatest action movies of all time. Like pure action, like when you think of like action movie,
What's number one?
Terminator fucking 2 is number 1.
You just said it's the top 10. Now it's number
I'm
one.
making a stance.
All right. My number 3 pick,
Yep.
My Girl.
Good. That's a
God
good
damn
pick.
it.
Yeah, that's a great pick.
It's one of my favorites.
It's a great movie.
It's on my list.
Poor Thomas.
Sad.
Poor Thomas. Fuck you with the bees.
Mm-hmm.
Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. Kind of was a trap. He killed him.
It's a trap.
It's topical.
Megan?
My number 3,
Yep.
Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure.
Solid.
Journey.
Journey.
I'm
sorry.
surprised it made it this far. I figured you'd pick that sooner. Megan especially.
I told you I came to fucking play. I need me a number up on that board.
I don't love that movie.
I like it.
But yet
It's fine.
you begged for the Funko Pop.
The
For
Bogus
Ted.
Journey Funko Pop? That's
For
weird.
Ted.
It's really weird that I begged for that one specifically.
For
No.
Ted?
Yeah, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is by far the superior of the two movies. By far.
They're still in it.
Oh, yeah. If that
Okay, continue. What's your fucking number? Or what's your fucking
The
pick?
Rocketeer. Holy crap, that's one of the most underrated
I
movies
hate
ever.
that movie. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
It's kind of, I feel the same way about that as I feel about Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. It's okay. It's a movie.
I love that movie.
I didn't hate it. If it's on TV, I'd watch it.
There you go.
I'm not seeking it out. Number 4.
Yep.
Man, I feel like I got to pick it just because I'm worried it's going to get taken. But I don't know if either of you would. What about Bob?
It's a good one.
I fucking love that movie. It's one of my all-time favorite movies.
It is on my list, but it wasn't my next.
Never seen it.
He's supposed to be some kind of movie buff. He hasn't seen Boys in the Hood.
I've seen Hook and My Girl of your picks. You got good picks there.
That's all your children's movies.
You got to think, like, in 1991, I was
So was I.
significantly
But
younger
when you
than
get
you.
a couple years older.
Yeah, like Silence of the Lambs, you weren't
Did you,
watching.
did you guys know that movies were only available to consume the
I-
year that they were released?
That's what I was under the impression.
All right, my number 4 is New Jack City.
That's a great pick. Yeah. Tyler's never seen it.
Never seen it. I'm not sure. I know New Jack the Wrestler.
Don't know that.
Oh, so now it gets a little tough for me.
It's funny because Wesley Snipes is in it.
Yep.
I'm going to take.
A lot of good people in New Jack City.
Man, this is
people.
really tough. I'm going to take Point Break.
That's a good one. That's the only thing you've selected besides your first pick that's been on my list.
This was lower on my list, but I figured it was higher on both your lists.
It's a great movie.
So this was a strategy. Because I'm 100% sure my final pick is not on either of your lists.
There's like a bunch of movies that I want to pick right now, but
It's your final pick.
I know that's a tough one.
There's a big movie out there that I'm shocked Megan hasn't picked yet.
I'm gonna go. I'm torn between two. I'm gonna go with Don't Tell Mom Babysitter's Dead.
That's
That's a good one. That was on my list.
Some nostalgia for me.
I'm going to have to reroute my...
Did you get unplugged?
No, I dropped my phone.
Oh.
a tale as old as time.
All right, my last one's The Man in the Moon.
Oh, wow. Beauty and the Beast not going to be drafted.
Just
It was the first animated movie ever nominated for an Oscar. You guys
Well,
love
why
the
don't you draft it?
dicks of the Oscars.
I didn't do that at all. In fact, I was the opposite of that. I was saying that they're snooty
What'd you
bat
say?
assholes.
What was your pick?
The Man in the Moon.
The one with Reese Witherspoon?
Yes.
Isn't it crazy that's that old?
I love that movie.
I can't believe it's from 1991.
I know.
Like it feels like Reese Witherspoon came around when I was in high school.
That was the first movie that I cried with girl emotions.
So
I'm a
I
lady.
have to pick an animated movie, right?
Yeah.
The best animated movie of 1991 was Rockadoodle.
Oh,
He
I
just-
forgot all about
He
that.
just threw his list away.
Rockadoodle. Can you sing like him?
No. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah. When I was like a child, I don't remember it.
Yeah,
great
it's a great movie.
There's a lot of great movies on the board.
Yeah, so Adam's Family wasn't picked, Beauty and the Beast, and 50 Goes West.
I didn't have a single animated movie.
Yeah, no, you were never a kid. You were born
I
a
don't know.
35-year-old
I
man.
was. It's weird. So I also have Thelma and Louise,
Yeah.
which was a great movie.
Never seen it.
Barton Fink. No, most people don't know Barton Fink at all,
So
but it's so good.
the only reason that even registers is Simpsons made a joke with Milhouse saying Bart and Pink.
Yeah.
And I've never known until I did my research that was what they were
It's an
referencing.
awesome movie, dude. It really is.
Drop Dead Fred. Nothing But Trouble with Chevy Chase. That's a great movie, and Demi Moore's in it, and John Candy.
I also had Last Boy Scout, which is a great movie. Naked Gun 2.5. I can't believe I almost picked that. I thought that would get picked for sure.
I thought you would pick it.
Fried Green Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Great one.
Dutch. You guys know Dutch?
I've heard of Dutch.
With Ed O'Neill. It's so good. God, I fucking love that movie. And a really super underrated comedy, The Super with Joe Pesci. That was like back in heavy Joe Pesci days.
Crazy. So you can find this poll on Twitter, Some Guys Talking. It'll be posted very shortly.
Yep. Get on there and
Please
vote.
vote for me. I'm going to tell you my picks. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze.
I've already written mine down, so.
Terminator 2, Judgment Day, The Rocketeer, Point Break, and Rockadoodle.
It's hard for us to recap because you write them down
Yeah.
and we don't.
Hey, you don't know what you picked?
Well, no, because
I'm not promoting it anymore. This is
went
war
rogue.
at this point.
Holy shit.
I went rogue.
You picked some movies that no one's seen. Cool. Aviary Law picked Hook, My Girl. I'm only going to tell what I've seen. Megan picked Silence of the Lambs, City Slickers, Bill and Ted Bogus Journey.
Guys, you remember when you're voting,
New
don't
Jack
vote for the
City.
giant piece of shit
Man in the
that
Middle.
won't fight fair. Remember that.
Jonathan says you win.
Of course Jonathan says I
Tyler
win.
Of course he went. He says that.
Jonathan.
Only because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles probably.
Oh,
Corey
I know.
says win for Tyler.
There we go. I need you to vote on Twitter, though. The support in here is great, but it does nothing for me.
No, you vote right here, guys. I'll mark those down.
No need to vote. Megan killed it. That's freaking right, Thomas.
He doesn't do Twitter.
But I kind of really need you to get on Twitter, buddy.
Well, the next segment is walking everyone through how to make a Twitter account. All right. Well, let's go wrap it up. Where can they find the podcast?
I don't know.
All right. We
Oh, on
I know
iTunes,
her, I'll show
Spotify, literally anywhere you get podcasts.
major platforms that you can get a podcast.
Pretty much everywhere.
Yes. If you would like to follow us on Twitter and Facebook, we are Some Guys Talking.
Well, I wouldn't say if you'd like to. I'd say definitely do that if you want to vote in polls, see the
Definitely-
bingo card.
The bingo card is the big thing, probably.
Plus,
Why
support.
can't we put it on Facebook too to vote? If we put the card on
Facebook only allows 2 options. So do you not want to draft it anymore?
That's no. You can do.
If you can prove to me right now,
I can't.
because
can't
I
go
will
from
prove
the
to you that
Twitter.
you can't.
Good audio bit.
If you would like to follow us on Instagram and Twitch, well, if you're watching us on Twitch, you've already done that. Some Guys Talking Podcast. We just add podcast at the end just to hammer home.
That we're a podcast.
Yep.
Yep. And you can find me, Aviary Law, on Twitch and Instagram, and Aviary Law Stream on Twitter.
Tyler the Collector on Instagram and it's just the same on Twitter. It'll get you there.
Sure.
Ouch.
All right, that wraps it up for this episode. And as always, this has just been Some Guys Talking. Oh, no. I should say, as always, this has been, and you say...
Some guys talking. Let's go ahead and stop that recording.